Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Nanyang Championships Season 2. We have Virtus.Pro versus No Diggity. Virtus.Pro one game up in his BO3 that will determine who goes home and who progresses in the lower bracket. Unfortunately, both these teams did not perform in the upper bracket, got knocked down, and this is their last chance, especially for No Diggity, Syndred and friends. It's their last one, you know. You either win it or you go home. And Virtus.Pro, they start off with Lifestealer and Disruptor. I'm Lysander, and I'm going to be joined here by CloudX. Welcome back to the broadcast, my friend. Could be our last game for tonight.
What's up, Lysander? I'm actually hoping that this isn't our last game. I'd love to see this one going to a 3-game series, but as the draft gets underway, you've got the Void and the Beastmaster removed by Virtus.Pro, but No Diggity. They'll respond with the Wisp and the Batrider. Now, we did see Virtus.Pro crumbling to the Wisp from Adfinem in Game 1. Yeah, I think it was in Game 1, and they proceeded to ban it. This time around, No Diggity has a chance to extend it to the 3rd game. Virtus.Pro don't really have the tools at the moment, barring the Disruptor, to deal with that Batrider. A Vengeful Spirit, possibly going to be the next ban coming out from No Diggity.
Radiant team ban.
Let's see. I think we did see Batrider IO earlier today.
Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was Adfinem that
with
played
the slot,
Batrider.
right? Yeah.
Radiant team ban.
But once
So
again,
Chaos Knight getting removed by Virtus.Pro. You've got the Alchemist removed as well. So Virtus.Pro not willing to let this game go too late and providing, taking away some of the synergies with that Wisp.
Well, the Batrider, once again, it's going to be concerning dealing up against this Disruptor. But Virtus.Pro go back to a Phoenix, something that we have not seen at all tonight. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Huh.
Phoenix is, I mean, it's something that SEA teams tend to pick up almost every single game in the first phase as of late.
10 seconds.
The Sunray is just definitely the Phoenix Sunray is just proven to be one of the most useful assets at zoning out those tanky offlane heroes. If it's a Batrider in the offlane, I don't think he's going to be able to stand around too much just because of the Disruptor being in the vicinity. But now with the Phoenix, you could possibly see them camping at the middle lane to help deal with a possible dual lane with the Wisp +1 from No Diggity. But No Diggity, they've done a pretty smart thing here. They banned out Puck and Queen of Pain, 2 mid lane heroes that generally can deal with the Wisp +1.
Ish, so give or take, yeah. But,
I'm trying to think, does Virtus.Pro have any other options that could stand up against a dual lane here?
I mean, it's not really set in stone. You could always get another hero to go support you there as well. You don't really have to think of a hero that can deal against both of them, but if you're looking for heroes that can do that, you might want to look towards something tanky like a Dragon Knight, Bristleback, or a Timbersaw. I think those heroes are ideal when it goes to a 1v2 situation, I guess.
10 seconds.
They'll be able to hold their own. We might have an unorthodox, say, Tidehunter, but Tidehunter has been banned. So, if you want to go towards that path, I would say Bristleback. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if No Diggity go for Bristleback themselves. Although, not the greatest against Phoenix. So.
Right, so Bristleback, I think one of the reasons that he actually fell off, or rather started getting picked a lot less, is because of the introduction of the Silver Edge a couple of patches ago. But
I'm gonna say Ursa, no.
Radiant
but Silver Edge, oh okay, yeah, Silver Edge removes his Bristleback, okay.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a game where Virtus.Pro has any natural Silver Edge carriers. It would be blasphemy to pick up a Silver Edge on the Lifestealer, I'd say. This is probably a game when he wants to go race car build.
10 seconds remaining.
Or the Armlet build that we've been seeing. Okay, so it'll be Juggernaut.
I
thought it would be Ursa because Ursa does really well against Lifestealer. Really doesn't care if he has Rage or not, just beat him the hell up. And with IO, you can do really well with an Ursa. There's also the combination with the Phoenix against the Phoenix Sun, the Fury Swipes, or the Overpower. Is it Overpower? What's it called?
It's called Overpower.
Yeah, Overpower.
One with the attack speed.
Yeah, the attack speed. Overpower, you can really break the
5 seconds
double time, and overall do a lot of damage to Lifestealer. So we'll see. It is really tricky if they pick up the Juggernaut and I don't know, they might get kited around, and Darkseer Wall might make their Omni Slash not as effective. Juggernaut could work. it's a good pushing hero as well. But once again, Juggernaut will suffer from the inability to carry late game compared to other heroes, I feel.
Yeah, well, Virtus.Pro is still looking for their mid hero and no Diggity. They've got a ban on the board. They've already banned out possibly the two most potent heroes that would have worked well in their favor here. What does Virtus.Pro go for here? I, I I do like your suggestion about the Dragon Knight this game. They'll have the much needed ability to push down some towers early on, and they'll also have a way to deal with that dual mid. But you know, I keep saying it's a dual mid, but this could also well be a tri-lane with the Wisp line and the Juggernaut, with
Yeah.
Wisp moving into the jungle every now and then to stack up. Sin
I still think
no
an
Diggity
Ursa
though.
would be great here. The Virtus.Pro don't have their mid
10
laner
seconds
yet,
remaining.
so I think no Diggity are really thinking about this
5
one. They want to
seconds
ban
remaining.
G's hero, and they don't want something that will really shut them down. And yeah, they were thinking along our lines as well. They
Radiant
were thinking
team
of banning
pick.
the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight really good against Juggernaut because his Omni Slash does nothing to that hero. So I still want to see No Diggity pick up anti-sun heroes because right now all you have is a lion and a
10
wisp that
seconds
shoots far
remaining.
enough to deal with the Phoenix Sun.
What?
I feel like they'll be oh
Virtus.Pro's
wow,
turn to pick.
I feel like they'll actually struggle against this Phoenix now. Picking up a centaur against the beam.
Yeah, that I'm not too convinced by that either, man. And there's also the fact that Glimpse works really well versus the Stampede if
Yeah.
that's what they're
seconds
relying on
remaining.
to deal with the life stealer.
Maybe we'll rush an Aghanim's, run over cliffs,
5
a la
seconds
Spectre.
remaining.
I don't know. It's gonna be tricky to deal with the sun and with the
Reserve
vacuum combo potential. It's gonna be very scary, but we'll see how this works. Centaur Wall Runner not often run except by OG because Moon loves that hero. So we'll see what this hero has in store for us because it's to me he's looking like a health potion for Lifestealer.
Is this I dare to say this, but is this gonna be a mid centaur or are they just gonna run the Batrider mid instead?
Centaur Wisp, I think they're just gonna try and roll over whatever mid is there. But I'm still not convinced because I feel like an Ursa would have been ideal here. But well, we'll see. They might have some pocket strat up their sleeves. This is after all an elimination match, so if they screw this one up, they're out. So might as well throw in all the pocket strats you can here.
So Virtus.Pro, last pick on the board, still looking for a middle lane hero. TK has been banned, as has the Quap and the Puck. Alchemist is not an option. Do they go back for the
Medusa.
Templar Assassin?
Medusa, Templar Assassin. No, Templar against Batrider?
That seems a little painful though.
Yeah, I would say Medusa. Medusa is insane with Phoenix. But I'm not sure if G plays any Medusa, so we'll see.
They do have the Death Prophet if they want to go for that though.
Yeah, that works
We
as
did
well.
see G playing it earlier today versus Advenom as well, so and it is one of his comfort heroes, so we could see them pick that up.
The
They
reason,
are lacking tower push
10
potential as well,
seconds
so that would fit.
remaining.
yeah, the reason why Phoenix. Oh, they might get a. No, they
5
have
seconds
Lifestealer to go into
remaining.
Phoenix. But yeah, the reason why Disruptor Phoenix is so strong is because you usually try and run away from the sun, and heroes that pull you back into the sun are really valuable in these kind of lineups. And we already see Disruptor as well as now a Storm Spirit that will be picked up. Storm Spirit is gonna have his work cut out for him, of course. There are a lot of heroes that can lock him down really hard. Lion being the prime example. But that being said, we will have G playing Storm Spirit, and I do
Prepare for battle.
hope we see an Aghanim's pick up from him. The AoE pull.
That is actually pretty disgusting, man. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to watch that done against you in a pub game, but it's probably the best form of initiation in this game at the moment, with the Storm zipping in an AoE Electric Vortex. It's an AoE 2.5 second stun.
We'll see. There's RP for that, so I'm not convinced, but I think it's cute. I love seeing the new Aghanim's upgrades. So, all right, let's run through the teams. You can pick a side this time. Since you're the guest, you pick a side. What do you think is
I'm
gonna
gonna go
take
with.
this?
I think I'm gonna say VP this game. I like the old school Life Sealer infest into this Storm Spirit initiation with no fears Phoenix to jump in. I do feel like the Centaur's a bit out of
30
place for no
seconds to
Diggity as
battle.
well.
Okay. So, all right. So you gotta pick VP. So you introduce them.
Alright, VP, you've got FNG playing the Disruptor, no fear on the Phoenix. G, gonna be handling that Storm Spirit. Life Stealer gonna be played by Aloha Dance, a classic for him indeed. And Disruptor gonna be played by FNG.
You know, Yoku. You'll play
Oh, I
Darkseid.
missed Yoku, my
Yeah.
mistake, guys.
The
I should have
battle
just gone by order
begins.
on the
Yeah.
top of the map.
Definitely. Alright, so Wakefa is going mid on Bat Rider. Alright, Yapso in the Io in the middle lane. We have Keizu on that off lane, War Runner. And we have Syndran, our Lion player. And we have Era, gonna play up the Juggernaut. So we'll see how well these lanes go. Yoku has to be very careful. Lion is a heavy disabler. We'll be able to shut down his off lane presence if he's not careful. And combo up with the spin coming out from Juggernaut. Could really be a painful experience. It's why they're bringing in the Phoenix.
Indeed it is. So middle lane, it's a Batrider versus Storm Spirit matchup. I think this is a matchup that Koikwa is going to be fine in. And in fact, I think Koikwa is going to have the upper hand in this matchup. G, he's opted not to buy the bottle just yet, so we could see him transitioning that circlet into a straight up magic wand as his first item. Well, no fear. He's trading hits with Cinderin in the bottom lane. They will be able to force each other to use some of the consumables, but no real damage done just yet. While top lane Kezu's in a bit of trouble. He's actually been zoned all the way out under his tier 2 tower. Is he gonna die here? One more hit from FNG might do
300,
the trick.
300? Yeah, nah, it's all good. How do you drop that low?
Not too sure. I actually missed that, but I guess he was... No, he
Jungling?
wasn't even hitting the NCs. Nope. Because you've got all the satyrs on full HP.
Alright.
Oh, Koikwa, he's going to be next on the hit list. Korea's out here, but Yapsor, aware of Disruptor's shenanigans, will back up the Batrider. But that's an early base trip for Kezu. He does have the TP scroll, so he'll be able to come back in a jiffy. While in the jungle, you've got Cinderin getting run down again. This is really the power of that dual lane with the Phoenix and the Darks here. You can contest the pulls without really worrying about getting picked off. You've got the Icarus dive and the Surge to increase the gap between you and the enemy heroes in the lane.
Yeah, skipping Fire Spirits as well. Just going straight for Sunray.
Yeah, I do feel like that's the most standard build of late. Just the value that an early Sunray adds to the Phoenix in the laning phase.
Ooh, middle lane, Quakefa.
But
There
could be in a bit of a
is
bind here. It's gonna
I
fly over.
don't know
Quakefa's gonna
about
go down
the-
here. This should
Dire's
be your
middle
first
tower
blood, but
is
nope,
under
he's
attack.
actually got
Verify,
so he
and
should
yeah,
be
so
in
I
good.
think they just wanted to zone them out of the lane, and now okay, now there might be trouble. FNG getting caught up, but hey, hello, Sunray.
Kamehameha from No Fear again, just sending the birdie back onto the tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
But they've got plenty of regeneration. A full bottle here for Yapso. As Quakefa's gonna come back in for round 2. G did opt to go for the bottle after all, so it's not gonna be
Oh,
the
don't
early
fear,
magic
dropping
launch
low.
as expected.
My eternal gratitude.
Yeah,
What's
that-
your take on this top lane though, Kezu? Do you think he's got what it takes to deal with the solo life sealer?
deal with the solo life stealer? I'm not sure, but farm safely alongside, I would say okay. Probably okay.
Bottom lane, Yoku just fearing for his life there as he got a little bit run down by the Juggernaut, but he's got a salve and a clarity. He'll be okay.
Yep, he'll be okay, but that's probably the last time he'll be allowed to make such a mistake and get away with it. Era, once again, that Juggernaut Darkseer lane, not too bad for him as he has the ability to heal himself up and avoid taking too much Iron Shell harassment. Then, it's
Middle
gonna
lane
be
as
no-
well, they're gonna run down the storm. They're actually diving past the tower.
I think they
with the
might
risk
get him now.
regeneration.
Oh, never mind. Storm Spirit, very strong at dealing with this Bat Rider push because of that reason. Oh, the Sunray could be first blood. Never mind the Laser's arc. Not able to reach that. G, really greedy with this. He's gonna try and get that kill. And in the end, we'll actually back off. So, yep. The reason why you talked about banning Queen of Pain earlier on was because it's so good against Io as well as Bat Rider. Someone that tries to chase a queen usually gets screams into the face, and G, Storm Spirit, kind of achieves the same thing with his remnants. And now getting a regen rune is going to be the happiest Storm Spirit in the game. Look at that
Yeah,
laser beam.
he's gonna be over the moon with that one, so... Quakefa though, he's got his free regen
Uh-oh.
rune in the form of Yapso's Wisp.
Uh-oh.
No fear.
Thinking about
I
it.
think it's overzealous though for the Batrider to fly up there. Because No Fear is gonna have the Icarus dive at almost any given point right now, and G's always got those remnants that can start throwing down and dishing out damage on Quakefa.
Denied.
He's waiting for that. he wants to hold this to level 6 ideally, so that he can really just pop it and use a lot of the regen mana. But I don't think he's gonna get there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Yapsor, he's making the best use of his time here, just stacking up the jungle while he's not protecting Quekva at mid. While bottom lane, you've got the Juggernaut. He's got 22 CS. Darkseer is actually making a complete mess out of this lane because Yoku's up to 24 himself. As far as net worth goes, the Darkseer is close at the Juggernaut's heals too. While on the other side of the map, Aloha Dance is just having free reign of the top side with 37 CS, 10 denies, and he's got a good 2 levels over his counterpart, aka Kezu, on that Centaur.
Well, Phoenix still skipping points of Fire Spirits. It kind of hurts me to see that, but it's a new era of Sunbeams now.
Yes, the new dawn is upon us, where Kamehamehas are worth a lot more than those Fire Spirits.
G middle lane once again. They're gonna try and push for it.
13 wand charges though.
Yeah. I think they just want to pressure him, force TPs, and it was successful. Sunray's gonna heal them up a little bit.
Yeah, every time that No Fear is moving off of this bottom lane, it means that Era could get a little more farm going his way. But look at him, he's down to less than half HP, forced to use a Mango just to pop out a healing ward. While Yoku just creep skips without a fear in the world. There's nothing that Cinderin can do that threatens Yoku at this point.
Yep. And we'll have to wait for that Finger of Death or Omni Slash before the Darkseer has to vacate the lane. But for now, Storm Spirit is ready. He is close to level 6. I feel like this gank will go a lot better with it. And yeah, he's going to try and go for the jungle first. Or wrap around. That could work as well. Pick off an unsuspecting Wisp, maybe.
But there is a marking made on the minimap here by Juggernaut Yoku. He's going to spot out quite well. Okay,
sees
so
a
that's
huge stack. They see it. Oh, looks delicious. No Fear, has to be careful.
one more Hadouken from that Seder and he's done for. But he's got a bottle charge thrown upon him. This fight though, it could really determine the course of this early game.
Now getting caught out, not having that level 6, going to be punished heavily for this. And there's your Centaur running over him. And yeah, that's why you don't roam before you're level 6. The Impale going to be dodged there by No Fear. Evasive flying, Keizu steps on his toes, and well, Yoku's teleport will be cancelled completely. Diggity. Nice start there for them.
Well, No Fear, he's gonna get his Tranquil Boots online at least. But Cinderin's got a word to say about this. No Fear, forced to TP back to the fountain. But yeah, again, I think No Diggity does well to defend their stack there. They managed to get themselves a quick couple of kills. One on the Storm Spirit, who has just about hit level 6 now. Well,
Batrider.
Yeah, well, Batrider is still struggling to get the... Well, now he's got the lasso online, so this middle lane battle could go either way.
2-0 in favor of Diggity, so looking good for them. The gold is still favoring BP for some reason, but I think that's cause there's always FNG up here, making sure that money is not wasted.
Yeah, that and the fact that Lifestealer's got a good 59 hits, last hits on the board. He's also got a big stack prepped in the jungle, which I would assume that the Storm Spirit would want to claim.
Yeah. That looks pretty delicious for them, and G looks like he's heading over there now. Oh no, Yoku, bottom lane!
Missed that one, but how did that... Okay, looks like the Omni Slash was expended.
Omni Slash was used, and along with the disables, easy kill.
Well, the stack, it's going to be consumed now, as G will do his bit to bring it down. That'll give him a bit of a spike in terms of net worth. I'd assume he'd finish up the treads here before moving forward for bigger items.
Oh, Stampede, FNG just gonna glimpse the Centaur away, and you talked about a counter. Now Yepzor caught on the wrong end of things. He's like, oh, buddy, you left me here to die. And Ayo, well, he gets himself roasted by the sun. I'm not sure why they even tried to go for that one. Not gonna work without that Blink Dagger. And, well, the Disruptor gets himself an easy counter kill there. Diggity scored at G, very low in his base.
Yep, well, it looks like VP, while they might have fallen behind in terms of kills, they're still managing to keep the net worth in their favor. Again, that those stacks and the free farming Lifestealer just doing work for them right now. Aloha Dance will be building towards the Armlet. I believe he's pretty much done with it as well. Just 200 gold to go till he gets the full thing online. That'll make him a lot more tanky and a lot harder to bring down.
And do a lot more damage.
Kezu, meanwhile, does he go for...
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah, I
attack.
think this is going to be a blink for him. I don't think we're going to see one of those Vanguard tank up first centaurs that we occasionally see coming out.
He's tanky enough with his innate armor, innate health, and with the armor items he's picked up, he's got some decent armor for the early game. Blink is just very important. You saw earlier on how starting your Stampede can be detrimental. Yeah, and that's here. Dying once again, Finger of Death, really good there. Syndra 2-0 once again. I just want to give him a big round of applause there.
Yep, a very different ordeal as to what we saw the last time around. He's actually managed to find a solo kill on the Darkseer again, and with that, he's level 7 as a support, 10 minutes in. His effectiveness cannot be ignored anymore.
Yeah, I mean, with Finger of Death, a solo kill is not out of the question. I mean, it's always really, really easy to get, especially with the 450 after reduction. Oh, there we go, the good old combo that you were looking for. And I'm gonna let you talk about this. You know, when was the last time you saw this Storm Spirit thing?
It's been a while, man. It was one of, I think it was TF4,
TF4,
where we saw
wow.
Storm Spirit really being one of those hot picks. Anyway, we're gonna watch this old school combo getting put to use here. They do have the zip available. Era's been scouted out. Will they jump him? Yep, Static Storm to start the fight. He's been silenced up, pulled back, lives as well. That's a dead Era. And
he had a small window, right? The spin.
Yeah, very small
really
one indeed.
small.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But that'll
is
be
under
an objective claimed. Tier 1 at bottom goes down.
Radiant
While
structures are
no Diggity,
fortified.
do they have enough firepower to take a tower of their own? Looks like they don't.
Yeah, as the tower's at full health, it's gonna be very difficult for them to take it out completely. But he does have Stampede, so we'll see if they do decide to
Dyer's
re-engage
top
into a
tower
push.
is under attack.
Quackfirst got the blink.
Radiant's
They
bottom
can jump in
tower
with a
is
lasso
under
here,
attack.
but he's
Rider.
got no Firefly for 10 seconds.
He
He's
sees
gonna
them,
come in here.
the Sun Ray burning away at Trapzor. Yepzor.
What is that?
And-
That's disgusting.
Oh
man.
no,
I mean,
G!
the support burns down.
Dyer's top
Coming in
tower
with the
is under
Arcane
attack.
Rune. And there's a Stampede used defensively.
Man, that Sunray it's really something, man. It's a support spell that brings down half HP regardless of which hero.
Radiant's bottom
Meanwhile,
tower is under
Alohadan's
attack.
running straight forward with the Iron Shell on him. Yapzor, he's getting pummeled to bits here. The body blocks there from Era just to slow things down a bit, but he'll manage to back away
Dyer's
again.
middle
No fear though.
tower is under
He's down the
Oh,
tower.
dies to a creep. I think that was the creep killing, but Ayo getting the benefit. Yeah, diving the tower.
That's not a good
Dyer's
idea.
top tower is under
Well.
attack.
Shame, but we have a reset here on the Lifestealer Bomb.
Over here now. Let the fun
Well,
begin.
top.
Here I am.
Quackfir. He's gonna pull the creep wave to the side, hoping to get this tier 1, but
Dyer's
Storm
top
Spirit
tower
will
is
TP
under
himself up
attack.
with a life sealer sitting in his belly.
Oh,
Jump,
Lasso
the
coming up,
storm.
and there's a surprise waiting behind door number 2. They do get it, but there's a good finger from Syndra. He's now 3-0. He's on a killing spree. And Diggity, oh man, they take a great
Dyer's
fight.
top tower is under
Surprise
attack.
for surprise.
Yeah, it's still a Storm Spirit going down, so it kind of
Yeah.
works. The Bat
No
Rider
fancy
going down
meeting
though,
you
that's
here.
a decent amount of net worth. Right, Juggernaut slices into bits, meanwhile Syndran's on the run. He gets the stun off on Aloha Dance, but I think he's going to be run down anyway. The Life Sealer getting surged up with the Iron Shell. That should
Okay.
be a dead lion.
Radiant's
Question
Get
is,
it.
who's going to get the
tower
kill?
is
Okay.
under attack.
I thought he was gonna get it. Looked like Syndran's game.
There goes the killing spree though, and straight into the hands of the 1 position on VP. So we're now looking at VP slowly turning the graph back down towards their favor. It's still the Life Stealer with the net worth lead at 5,800. However, no tier 1 towers have been taken away by no Diggity just yet, which means that Roshan could be a possibility for VP in just a few more minutes if they're not careful. We do have the
Let's
smoke
look at net
prepped and
worth.
ready on Quackfir, so we should be looking to see another play once the lasso is back online.
Oh, Era. We'll see. I do like this build coming up from Era. He's going for a non-battle theory build. Looks like he does want to fight early. There is of course a downside to this. You know, if you lose that timing window, you can get really far behind because of your inability to flash farm. And Keizu and Lion, Syndran both gonna be roaming together. No finger for Syndran just yet. 55 seconds more. And looks like VP have the similar idea. They're gonna smoke up in this jungle, look for targets.
Yep, they look like they're gonna find someone at mid though. Era could be caught off guard here if he's not careful. Yoku standing on the front lines. They do
Oh, they're
have the
gonna silence
disruptor
him
with
right
the
at the
static
spot.
storm.
Wait, no, spin away.
Yeah, quick thinking there from Era. Does manage to get away. But I think that should still be enough of an invitation for VP to try and take this tower.
Radiant's middle
They
tower
freeze on
is under
cooldown for
attack.
just a bit longer.
Yeah, but
As
Diggity,
Radiant
center.
structures
he has
are
a blink
fortified.
dagger. He's gonna go blink the 2. That's 2 big hits. But the stun and the silence, I mean, is gonna catch him there and cut off his initiation. No Fear walks into the impale. As a Phoenix player, I feel his pain. He flies right into the impale. I know, the lasso G back. The Omni Slash Apollo G gonna fall. A spike from Syndron. 4-1 and 3 this guy. No more heavy deaths for him.
Yep, that was... I mean, VP looked like they could have taken that fight well, but a good initiation from Kazoo just puts VP on the back foot. And then, like you said, the Impale or the Earth Spike on a Phoenix that flew straight into it. That's just the moment when VP says, what the holy hell's going on here?
Uh-oh,
Low
hello,
down,
dance.
Next, Earth Spiked, kept at bay for now. FNG, he does have the glimpse in 2 seconds time, and Syndron could be the target of choice. They get pulled right back in.
Oh, into the creeps as well.
Out.
Got surrounded by creeps. Yoku nearly going down to the finger though.
Syndron trying to take a man down with him, but Yapsor, he's next on the list here. He'll be forced to use the tether to get away for now. But VP's really committed a lot to get this tier 1 tower, and it doesn't look like they're gonna get it after all.
Nice mech effect. It's a very zen feel to it.
Top tower is under
I
attack.
like it.
If only I had a higher level compendium, my friend. But Kezu, he's prepped and once again ready to jump in with a 2-man stun.
Could be big
Go
this
in now,
time.
yes, he
Oh,
does.
there it is. There's your lasso. The double hit on 2. The sun. It's not enough. He goes in there just to die. And we doubted this Diggity draft, but it seems to be working as Yoku is out of surges, out of options. Gets himself sliced open by Era. And FNG gets himself double critted here. Really double crit. Era with a double kill and a dominating 14 and
Dire's
6.
structures are fortified.
5-man wipe, 17 minutes in. Looks like Diggity will get a tower of their own. As VP, I really don't get why they were overcommitting to that tier 1 tower. They should have known that they could be caught off guard with the centaur.
Dire's middle
However,
tower has fallen.
okay, I guess I see where their confidence comes from. They've got an observer ward placed on the cliff at the middle lane overlooking that tier 1 tower, but it just did not give enough vision on that centaur and they were caught completely off guard.
I guess that's why they picked the Centaur as well. It's good synergy with the Bat Rider. You lasso someone and then you pop the ulti to pull someone out at 522 MS. It's
But
good.
that
Nice
is assuming
synergy.
that the disruptor doesn't get his hands on you in the meanwhile.
Yeah, you can only glimpse one person, so it's either Centaur or the Bat
Dire's
Rider.
bottom tower is under
And
attack.
this
Radiant's top
draft
tower
needs
is
to
under
work
attack.
early, and that's why you see Era skipping the Battle Fury build and going for the Manta so that he can fight and remove any kind of crazy silences or fire spirits that might land on him later on. Ooh.
Relocate up top, no fear. Uses the Icarus dive to get away. There's an urn thrown on him and that should take him down. This
Nice.
puts the one to claim the kill.
Ownage.
They're back for round 2 at bottom though, as Storm Spirit and Co are prepped. FNG will be the first casualty. There's an arcane rune on the Storm that'll allow him to zip away yet again, allowing no Diggity to get another tier 1 tower under their belts.
Dire's
Lifestealer was
bottom
thinking of
tower
coming in from
has
behind
fallen.
though, but he realizes that it's a bit of a lost cause if he tries to walk in there when the Storm's
Dire's
a
bottom
little
tower is
deficient on
under
mana.
attack.
Well, they're gonna try anyway at top lane. There's the zip forward. Storm doesn't find the mark with Quackba.
Nope.
The
Out of
snake is
mana.
gonna get cancelled anyway,
Radiant's
and
middle tower
RIP
is
Bat
under
Rider.
attack.
Yeah, he tries to force staff away a little bit too far from the edge. I want to see what this what this
top
War
tower
Runner
is under
itemizes into though. Do you think it will be an Academics? The damage mitigation is quite a big deal. It's like 70% damage mitigation for your entire team.
So mobility does seem to be the name of the game for them, in which case I think a 4 staff might add plenty of value. At the same time, you know, they've got so much magic damage on the side of VP
Radiant's
with
top
the
tower
Storm
is under
Disruptor and
attack.
even the Phoenix. I wouldn't be surprised if he opted to get the Glimmer Cape. He's gone for the hood, so he's just going for the straight up pipe.
FNG not having the greatest of games, bottom of that net worth.
Yeah, this is the second game in a row that he's been at the bottom, and the last time he was at the bottom, he actually ended up winning the game along with his teammates. Let's see if he can pull off something similar. I believe he was Disruptor in game 1 as well.
I believe so, yeah. The thing about this game is you really got to shout out to Keizu. I mean, last game he was on Slaughter, stunned a whole bunch of people. Yes, they lost, but still stunned a whole bunch of people in team fights. Made those fights really close, and now Keizu letting those huge stomps as well. They jump in with Syndra and they finger him, but they're not enough to kill him off. And G will actually simple wait time. The silence from FNG have been so on point. This is actually kind of depressing right now. They drop the sun to cut things off, ensure that no one comes into Syndra, and you'll be just left in the dust. No.
FNG, man. It's like he knows what's going to happen before it even happens. He was just waiting there, assuming that, you know, what's the worst thing that could have happened here? Someone's going to jump in on my Storm Spirit. I'll have to be in position to silence him. Quite far. He could get glimpsed back yet again, but it's not even needed as the Phoenix will burn him down. He'll glimpse Keizu instead. He'll find another freebie. Wood's been used though. But it'll only help him stem the bleeding. He'll be going down. Omni Slash though coming in. You've got the Wisp relocating the Juggernaut in. It still doesn't matter because Aloha Dance, he's life stealing his way through this, but Era will chop him to bits. Manta gets used, but in vain, as the Wisp decides to return on his own, leaving the Juggernaut to fight up here.
Yeah, surge up from Yoku, but there's a TP in from Yapso. And so far, Era has been doing quite a good
Radiant's
job.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yapso, oh, he's got the Urn off for no fear. I think he's gonna go down here. He's even using the Sun Ray to do what he can before he dies. Cheeky play there from Yapso, but one that gets rewarded.
And that's the problem with Sunray, you know, you cut too much of your own life, you can actually get burst down very easily.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
Radiant
Mech
structures
not going
are
to be enough of an asset there for Yoku in that fight. On top lane G, his push will have to be slowed down as quite well. He's thinking of going in. G's out of mana now, and this should be a death on him if they can get in position quick enough. Glimpse is going to send the Batrider closer towards G. They've got the kinetic field, a big Earth Spike coming out from Syndra as well. Holds both G and FNG in position. Followed up with Keizu's 2-man stun. They'll make quick work of him. No, G's alive! That's just a simple way. Well, FNG again makes the play for his team, allowing Aloha Dance to lay his claws straight into Keizu and finding the one kill, which should have ideally been in favor of No Diggity. Fights
punishing them again.
This fight's not over though, because Kuiper's still being run down. The Glimpse again, FNG on point with these ones. Will get Kuiper closer to the Phoenix, and the Fire Spirits will now disable the Blink yet again. Syndra's back for round 2. Era's gonna join him.
Syndra has been doing outstanding on his line in this game.
Yeah, he's been playing some good Dota this game.
Aloha Dance, ooh, challenges the Batrider. I'm not so sure about the intelligence of this choice, but now they pull in Syndra, they zap him to the side. That oh no, Syndra turns him into a frog, drains his mana, never mind. Yoku's got fists, jabs Syndra with his left hook, and well, VP, they lose 2, but they take back Syndra.
Bronze over brains for Aloha Dance, man. He sees the Juggernaut, he runs straight at him. And the rest of his teammates just back him up without actually doubting his motives for even a moment. That's what I really like about VP. You know, they've been playing as a 5-man unit. You can see the synergy in their ranks as well. Top lane though, G, is he gonna get picked off here? Not likely without the Batrider.
He does have his Bloodstone now, so it's gonna help out a lot in terms of the respawn time as well as the mana regen.
Life Sealer meanwhile, he's opted to get the Sanjin Yasha over and above that armlet, so mobility does seem to be the name of his game. They've also got the Surge to back him up if he does get guided around a little bit. Looking at Cinderin, he's got that Blink Dagger online, but now he's going to be back on ward duty. Only Yapsor, he's opted to pick up the Ghost Scepter as well, so they've got some tools to guide around that Life Sealer. Have to wait and see if it's enough, because Era did go back for that Battle Fury, which means that they are hunkering down for the mid-late game.
Yep, set up the bunkers and fight only when necessary, and that's what the Wisp really offers your team. And no, they're gonna walk right into it. The Omni Slash will start things off, and it looks like FNG will be seeing the bottom of the well here. And the Phoenix going in with that crazy laser. Era immediately spinning and going for that stun. One more hit, he gets it! It's a mega kill! You will get a monster kill, actually a save here from Yapsaw. This man, one hell of a bloody player. Houdini. Aloha Dance now getting lassoed up, getting controlled here by Diggity. Quakefa going in for the push. There is a very fast Lifestealer running away from the bat. Keizu Doesn't have his ultimate just yet. The Napalm will stack some more tether charges. They're looking for G, but G is pretty far away. Has a lot of mana, and yeah, he actually zips so far away, maximum distance. And the fight is still won by Diggity. No buybacks forced, and 2 heroes down.
They're looking to take an objective immediately on the back of that. VP, they've got no Supernova available even once the Phoenix respawns. Roshan though should be going down. It could be a slow takedown on Rosh, but they do have the healing ward and the tether to help out in that department.
No minus armor again.
VP's getting in position, and this is ideally where you're gonna fight.
Oh, Syndron!
Again with the plays. The vision from Koikwa's Firefly coupled up with the blink initiation from Syndron.
Hex is coming off cooldown. It could be Aloha Dance getting caught. Oh!
Again Syndron with the plays, kiting out from that raged Lifestealer. But VP's done what they needed to. They've slowed down this takedown on Roshan. They've spooked No Diggity a little bit. They bought some time, but Syndron again, blinking onto No Fear. He's gonna get stunned up again. Arrow's coming in. He's got the slashes, and he'll bring him down without even needing to commit a Blade Fury.
There'll be no sun for this fight, and I think that might be the window to open it.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Lifestealer has infested into the Storm Spirit though, and this is possibly the best duo to sneak ages. Oh, blink from Koikwa, but it's off the mark. No Diggity, they're out of the pit as Aloha Dance was looking to go on someone again. Syndron blinking away from the Lifestealer while the Omni Slash will make mincemeat out of him. The stun from Kezu catches Fu, and again sends the Disruptor to the grave.
Alright, VP, not looking hot in this game number 2. Had some confusion with the Centaur. I must say, it's looking pretty convincing at this point.
Does Kezu ever stun less than 2 heroes in his Thunderclaps and his War Storms and his Slitherine Crushes?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was crazy. He even preemptively stumped on that Lifestealer before his rage came off, so that was pretty crazy.
This guy he's playing on steroids, man, today. He's just brought his A game, and it is starting to pay out dividends for No Diggity.
Sprint zips forward, looking for Quakefer. There is a 4-staff in a couple of seconds. I don't think he dies. Okay, maybe he dies. Just kidding. Yeah, no, zips away 1 second, and yeah, G's out of mana. He did too many small little zaps.
Yeah, that was close for Koikwa.
That's what we call under level. But yeah, it's gonna happen.
No Diggity.
Arrow has his eagle song already. Oh, birdie.
Kezu, man, again just doing his thing for his teammates. And with the birdie down on the sidelines for a good 30
Vacuum
seconds.
wasted by Yoku. He used it on
got
the creep
the Firefly available. They've actually gone for a Shadow Blade on Koikwa, so pick-off is really going to be prioritized here as opposed to getting a BKB, which I would have assumed to be the choice up against the Disruptor.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It is very possible. Aloha Dance doesn't have much eyes into his name. Maybe he buys a BKB as well. I'm not sure. I feel like. Huh? We'll see.
So Darkseer's got his own Blink Dagger now online, so the Wombo combo is a possibility from VP. In theory, I'm imagining this Lifestealer jumping in with the Storm Spirit. While heroes converge on the Storm, you've got the Darkseer followed up with Phoenix Supernova. That does sound like it would be great and all, but with No Diggity landing more than 2-man stuns, Kezu always catching out heroes before they jump in on time. And with the Batriders initiations being on point, VP are gonna have a hard time making their dream a reality. They'll pop a smoke to help them out here. 2 Juggernaut illusions. They'll get body blocked now. Did they spot this out?
They didn't. So far, both teams not using scans just yet, but they're gonna retreat. They feel like there is a cold presence in the air. They're gonna walk right into Lion though. Do they see him? Yes they do. They zip away, but they will not find it. Yes they will. They go straight for Lion's like sick and tired of your crap, Syndron. And they actually pick him off. So Syndron gonna be the target for that. Oh, but no! Yoku getting caught out here by the Batrider. He's gonna lock him down. The Juggernaut is ready. Kezu there, ready to receive him in his loving arms. chops him with the axe. 30-13, and this is looking worse and worse for Virtus.Pro. Losing a Aegis, and well, just overall losing an Aegis to the dire side, to the rated side.
Well, you've also got the gem picked up now on Quackfur, so map control no longer an issue
Dire's top
for
tower
No
is
Diggity. They're
under
just
attack.
walking around looking for spots to de-ward. Well, G, he's going back for the Orchid this game.
Yeah, he kind of needs the shutdown for a lot of the hero status escapes.
Considering the Juggernaut's already got the Manta style, the Orchid's definitely going to add value versus Quackfur, but eventually I think the Batrider's going to go for the BKB. Look at this though. The Batrider, he scouted out this Infest into G.
Oh no.
Do they still want to commit though?
It might bring the whole squad here. Quackfur picking a nice spot to come out of Invis because this Observer Ward from Syndra. They are going to take the bait. They will lose Syndra though. There's your lasso onto Aloha done. The Omni Slash will follow. The combo wombo instead. It walked right all over him. He loses his life. Syndra says, Worf. W-U-R-F. Worf.
Oh
and
man, that was
Diggity.
perfect bait from No Diggity. Quack was spotting them out, and then Syndra just walking ahead, playing dumb, hitting that
Volunteers
Observer Ward.
tribute.
So Lifestealer's down for 45. That should be Era looking to take down this tier 2 at bottom. VP, there's no doubt about it. They've been played right now.
Dire's
With
bottom
the
tower
Juggernaut
is
leading
under
the charts
attack.
at 19,000. With the Butterfly, he's extremely tanky right now. His effective HP has gone through the roof with the evasion versus that Lifestealer who's opted to go back for a Desolator. But the Aegis now reclaimed by the man in the pit,
Dire's bottom
who's
tower
going
has
to respawn in about 3 minutes time, I believe.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is... yeah, this clock's confusing, but I think it's 3 minutes before the extra time. Could be.
Okay. Yeah, I from what... okay, it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank God for digital indicators.
Yeah. Because it's, I mean, Aegis just expired, so... I think Aegis just expired. Yeah, Aegis expired on Era.
Yeah,
So-
of course it can't be 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's give or take.
Radiant's
yeah.
top
About there.
tower is
It's
under
about a minute.
attack.
KZ looking for his next target, waiting for someone to port to him. We do have relocate, so it's very possible.
at the same time, G and Yoku looking for a pick off at top lane.
I don't think
But,
Era is the right target. They want to look for Wisp, maybe.
They used an offensive scan to spot out if there was anyone else at the tower. Yapzor is definitely an ideal target though if they want to jump him. But the rest of No Diggity
So
is
does
in
have
the
Mech and a
vicinity.
Ghost Scepter. So you have to blow him up and blow him up fast. Oh, Syndra. Oh, they can see it! They can see it, I think. Yeah, they
Yeah,
can
they
see it.
definitely see him.
Yeah, they definitely see it. And now,
yeah, now.
Syndra in trouble. They silence him up. There we go. We pull Syndra in. Is there a relocate? The vacuum is going to miss here. Yoku will hit a few of them. He'll hit few of them into the wall, but it's not enough. And G now getting caught out. Tip tops a dot there. In the spectator chat, but Yapzor is unstoppable. But Lion dies. Okay. Lion dies
That
to the illusions.
Horribly wrong though for
Oh no, meanwhile they're going back in. They were waiting for this Wisp. But Era is just back here, ready to send them down to hell. And Disruptor getting picked off there, trying to get an easy kill. But in the end, getting punished. Meanwhile, No Fear says, I am done with my team, I'm going to jungle.
and he's gonna die in the jungle as well by the looks of it. He's got no blink dagger. His Icarus dives on cooldown for 20 seconds. Quackfu's gonna dodge those fire spirits. He's got a shadow blade as well for the hit. And here comes Kazoo, looking to take the kill for himself. No, he's just gonna let Quackfu get it for all his efforts. So 3,300 gold on the center. What luxury item does this man pick up now?
I tell you, Aghanims, man. It's the real deal. Walking over cliffs, walking over trees. It's fun.
Yeah, plus the damage reduction versus
70%
life
damage
stealer
reduction?
jumping on you.
Yes,
No
please.
joke at all, man. So Juggernaut, meanwhile, he's got physical resistance with the evasion. He's got high amounts of armor, 2000 HP, and now a BKB for magic immunity as well. So he is looking stacked at the moment. And VP needs to really wash their toes as they dance around him.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. G. But then caught out once again, the Firefly has been activated. There is a Life Stealer ready to give him a surprise visit though. Quakefa is going to drop real low. He's burning away at G's health pool. But FNG loses his life once again. That BKB on this Juggernaut doing a lot of work there. They zip forward. Oh no, the relocate again. Yep, Zor gets out of there in time. Life Stealer doesn't have range, but it doesn't save you from the Omni Slash anyway. And Era and Keizu doing a lot of damage. These two guys just comboing up the chain stun into Omni Slash. The Butterfly online. Not sure who can actually kill him, even within the silence timings.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been a fairly okay trade for VP till the Lifestealer got picked up. 5 after the Lifestealer. Yapso is getting hammered down here, but he does have the Ghost Scepter. Keeps himself alive a little longer. Supernova has been expanded by the Phoenix. They're gonna ignore it for now as No Diggity tries to turn tail and run. Aloha Dance starts bearing his claws straight into Keizu. Gets the War Storm off, but G's there to finish the job along with the Darkseer who'll score the kill. It's a 2-0 now. With just one buyback expended for VP. They'll pull off a successful hold.
They had to make a kill.
Barreling down mid. Roshan's gonna respawn in a few more minutes, though, or a few more seconds rather. If VP is patient enough, they should be able to claim this Aegis for themselves.
Yeah. But G, I think he wants to look for something else. And despite all the catching he has been receiving, he's still 13 charges on that Bloodstone. He's going in there, finding Syndran. The immediate spin here from Era prevents him from using any follow-up stuns or right clicks to get G there. So a very nice kill there on the Lion. Just trying to pet Syndran's stats with the wrong type of stats. But meanwhile, Bad Rider finds G on the sidelines there. He zips away by his lower mana, and they see it. They see the Storm Spirit trying to get away, but he does have his bottle, so now he's gonna run.
G is really flirting with danger at this moment, diving in deep for a kill on the Lion there, but again, it puts another hero from No Diggity on the sidelines, allowing VP to go to work on Roshan. They're not as out of it as we were expecting just now. Just a few seconds earlier, we saw No Diggity threatening the enemy high ground, while VP will now turn the tides back in their favor. A pick-off into an Aegis allows them to keep this game going a little longer, but looks like No Diggity wants to contest this quite far. He's walking in with the Invis Rune, or rather the Shadow Blade on him.
Pause.
No detection on the side of VP though, so this could be a decent enough attempt here from Quakefa.
Yeah, we'll see if he does do it. If Roshan clapped a few times and caused them to take damage, he might.
Yeah. What does he drop though if he wants to steal this Aegis? It doesn't make sense to really drop down the gem to pick up an Aegis, right?
We'll see. Where's Bad Rider? There he is. I don't know, maybe pass the gem to someone else.
Yeah, well, Centaur did opt to get the Aghanim Scepter now, so we could see them attempting a cheeky play here. But it's a lot of risk for very little reward. I don't think it is a smart move to try and ninja this Aegis from them.
Yeah, but it does prevent early base damage, which is what you're trying to aim to as a Storm, so.
That's true. So Storm, he's up to a good 3,000 gold now. His next item, I would assume, is a BKB, possibly a Linken's.
I'd like to see one of the VP heroes or the supports get a Lotus Orb.
Yeah, I do see the value in a Lotus Orb here for VP. Plenty of big ticket single target spells. The Hex, the Finger, along with the last.
Forward. And now Quakefa lost that BKB. He's gonna go back in there, but Keizu steps right onto a lower dance. The Aegis once again secured there by G. This guy is the Aegis master today. FNG though getting caught out. The laser beam trying to save his life, but looks like Storm Spirit will actually collect that free Aegis and walk the hell out of there. Very clever Zipson. I don't know how he does it with such precision. That's crazy.
Pause just not working in favor of VP there. No Diggity had all the time in the world to collect their thoughts. I'm pretty certain they had Roshan on their minds anyway, as they end up making a little bit of a favorable trade for themselves. While they might have given up the Aegis, Lifestealer's down for a good 50 seconds, and No Diggity are looking good to take this to a game 3 now.
Yeah, looking to take game 3, once again showing up with uncharacteristic results. I mean, we saw VP play and then we thought, oh, yeah, they're not so impressive, but then now the Arrow's just gonna slow roll them.
He's got a Basher picked up now, and his Abyssal Blade can't be too far off either, I would imagine. They're really going to commit to this. They know that the life steal has probably got no buyback as they initiate. Koikwa's going to start it off. We've got another big stun coming up from Kezu, along with a two-man Earth Spike. The Flingo makes short, quick work of the Dogs here, while Juggernaut brings down the Phoenix. Aegis expended on G. G's going to get hexed up and brought down by the Lion. Cinderin with a double kill, a well-deserved one indeed. Era and go. They look to take down the first center axis. No fear, doing what he can. You've got the Centaur with the Stampede expended again as Era will start laying straight in. No fear, another hex, holds him in position. There's the static storm thrown down. G jumps back in. Cinderin will finally get taken down while Koikwa goes down next. Relocate out allows them to get back to safety, but Kezu will get glimpsed right back next to the Disruptor.
Force himself down. Now Storm Spirit is there for the pay, but there is still that barrier, and now Yamso getting chased out. There is a Ghost Scepter. There is a Greaves. He pops the Greaves. He will survive for a little bit shorter, but no sir. G takes him out. Era once again laying it down deep. There's a bash. Oh no, on the Storm Spirit, this time without buybacks on all of VP, they might as well throw in the tower now because this game is over.
Indeed it is. VP have got 40 seconds till their course. Their first core comes online here as No Diggity. They've spotted this. They're going straight for the finish. Yoku will get stunned in his tracks. The wall's been thrown down and Era doesn't have the healing ward available anymore, so he needs to be a little careful here. They will continue to make some damage happen on this tier 4 tower. Yoku and FNG doing what they can, but their best is not enough at this point. With tier 4's taken down, Kezu, he's now being run down as well. You've got a TP coming in from the Phoenix. There's a send back from the Glimpse. Kezu's going to get taken back into the kinetic field, and at the very least, it looks like VP is going to get one return kill. No, maybe not going to get that.
Okay, if he gets out, this is going to be absurd. He tried.
It took a while, but VP managed to finish him up at least. So consolation prize for them in exchange for their racks and 2 tier 4 towers. Not a trade that VP will want to take once again.
Yeah, well. And Rage getting picked up by Diggity. G. BKB very soon.
Well, they're not tapping out just yet, VP. No Diggity actually went for the finish and didn't manage to get the throne down. So VP thinks they've got a bit of a fighting chance just yet. Aloha Dance is actually starting to build towards this MKB to deal with that Juggernaut. Maybe once they do get that one online, they should have some semblance of a comeback here. But I mean, it's 25,000 net worth in favor of No Diggity with a 20,000 EXP lead going their way. It is indeed an uphill task here for VP.
It is 45 to 23, and the game still isn't over, so I'm gonna...
Tip is bad.
Tip... Okay, is Tip a caster?
I have no clue, man.
Oh, we'll see. Spanning dots. And a lot of...
So Yoku went for his Aghanim Scepter over and above any other item choices that he could have gone for. I feel like a Ghost Scepter would have helped out before he gets the Ags, but then again, you know, they could turn the Juggernaut's own offensive capabilities against Dig.
Yep, it is a very big possibility,
but still, it's a tough game. They have to stay in base, otherwise the creeps push in, and any kind of smokes are still kind of bad. You got so G is gonna load up the nuclear bomb. We'll see if this thing does any damage. So far, it's not been that impressive except for hunting lions.
Yeah, but I think they've managed to push out the creep wave a little bit, but once the creeps hit the high ground of VP, No Diggity is going to know that this is up, but they're popping a smoke of their own. The wraparound is there. Who gets the jump and who first is the question. Kezu's got the snatch it off already, so they're not going to get enough damage dished out. With the static storm drop, Kezu's finally going to go down here. He does get the Lotus Orb on himself at the very end, but G has been hit with the Abyssal Blade. He's barely going to zip out to safety for now. With his BKB even expended, Koikwa, he's on the run as No Diggity look like they're getting this turned around on themselves. Era though, he's still at full HP and he's spinning away on the Lower Dance, who pops the Rage and tries to go to work, but he'll get bashed up and brought down. It's a double kill for Era. With G on the run, he's got no more mana to work with. He'll deny himself, leaving a gem for Cinderin to be picked up. On the back though, Yoku is running from a Wisp. Not every day you get to see a scene like this. But the Darkseer knows that the Wisp will eventually have backup if he turns around and fights. But No Diggity They're just gonna barrel straight through the middle lane and go for the Ancient, while Phoenix can do nothing but deal with creeps that is found.
Oh, the buyback. They see blood in the water. They know that there are no buybacks here on Storm Spirit, with Juggernaut just bashing away the throne. And we equalize. VP call game in game number 2 at 43 minutes. So it's now 1-1 apiece. Then Diggity take it back. 48-25. The center pick. We were suspecting that it would go wrong for them, but in the end it didn't. So kind of a mix of caster curse and why we're not pro players. You know, we can think about it, but sometimes the pros just know better, and it shows because Keizu is one hell of an AoE stunner. He does that really well, and it just seemed like VP were absent this game.
Yeah, they did have a few moments of brilliance, I'd say, but that was quickly thwarted by Keizu just outshining the rest of well, pretty much outshining everyone on this map, I have to say. If I had to award an MVP award here, I'd say it's Keizu on the side of No Diggity.
Definitely. A lot of big stunts and the bravery. And yeah, we're going to be hopping into game number 3. I guess it's 1:15 now in Singapore, 1:15 a.m. guys. It's really late, but we're going to be hopping into the third game here between No Diggity and VP. I'm Lysander, and this is the real CloudX. So if you want to check us out, head up to the top right corner of the screen. You can see our names and stuff. Go give us a follow, give us your feedback, and we'll be right back for game number 3.